Nathan Zegura, very happy to be with you for another playoff edition of the 2-Minute Drill, brought to you by University Hospitals. The Browns are on to the divisional round of the AFC playoffs after taking care of business and ending the season of the Pittsburgh Steelers 48-37 at Heinz Field on Super Wild Card Sunday. Now they will travel to Kansas City to take on the number 1 seed and the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs this year finished the season at 14-2. Now they really were 14-1 when Patrick Mahomes was their quarterback. In week 17, they rested many of their key players and ended up losing that game to the Los Angeles Chargers. So they were 14-1 when they were playing their full complement of guys. Their last loss came in week 5, October the 11th, 40-32 to the Las Vegas Raiders. Since then, they have been on a very impressive winning streak. But in their last 7 straight wins, the Chiefs have won all of those games by a touchdown or less. So they played a lot of tight games, but like the Browns, they have found a way to win them. Now, the Chiefs, coached by Andy Reid, are one of the best offenses in the National Football League, and it all starts with their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, a perennial MVP candidate. Mahomes this year threw for 4,740 yards with 38 touchdowns and only 6 interceptions. He also added 302 yards rushing and 2 scores on the ground and is dangerous extending drives, especially on 3rd down. It comes as no surprise, I'm sure. The Chiefs are the number 1 total offense in the NFL. They are the number 1 passing offense in the NFL as well, and they are the number 6 scoring offense, just under 30 points per game. They don't do a ton with their running backs, but they've got talent there as well. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, their first-round pick, put up 1,100 total yards and 5 touchdowns. They also have veteran Le'Veon Bell, who joined the team late in the season and gave them about 350 total yards and 2 scores in just over half of the year. We talk about the passing attack. It is as dangerous as any in the NFL. You've got 2 of the top 10 receiving yardage leaders in the NFL, and it starts with tight end Travis Kelce, who might be the best non-quarterback in the entire league. Kelce, 105 catches, 1,416 yards. That's a tight end record, and 11 touchdowns. He was the number 2 receiver in the NFL. His teammate Tyreek Hill, who has the speed to absolutely take the top off of the defense, was the 8th leading receiver in the league this year. 87 catches, 1,276 yards, averaging 15 yards a catch, and he had 15 touchdowns. Hill also added 123 yards as a rusher and 2 scores. So 17 total touchdowns from Hill, 11 from Kelce. That's 28 scores from the dynamic duo, almost 1 a game for each of them. The Browns are going to have their hands full. We saw the Steelers really throw the ball around on Cleveland, and of course that was dictated a lot by game flow, but hopefully the Browns will be healthier in their secondary, trying to deal with this epic passing attack. In addition to Hill and Kelce, Mecole Hardman put up 560 yards and 4 scores at 14 yards a catch. Demarcus Robinson, nearly 500 yards and 3 scores. Sammy Watkins, 421 yards and a couple scores of his own. So they can spread it around, they can throw it, but most often it's going to go to Kelce or Hill, and they are the best receiving tandem in the National Football League. Defensively, it's a Chiefs team that ranked right in the middle of the league. The number 16 in total defense, 11th in scoring defense at 22.6 points per game. They are led up front by Chris Jones, the All-Pro, who had 7.5 sacks. Frank Clark chipped in 6 sacks as well. On the back end, it's all about the Honey Badger, whose 6 interceptions were 3rd most in the NFL. So while this is a very productive, prolific, and winning football team, as I said earlier, they played a lot of close games this year, and the Browns are going to look to kind of keep it close and do what they've done all year, find a way to win. And if there's one place where you can see an advantage for the Browns in this Chiefs defense, they were the 12th worst rushing defense in the NFL, and you'd have to imagine the Browns are going to use a lot of Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in this one. A prolific offense, a prolific team. They are the defending Super Bowl champions, and they are up next for your Cleveland Browns. This has been another playoff edition of the 2-Minute Drill, brought to you by University Hospitals.